I am क्या आगे सुनाई नहीं दिया.
I am fine, ma'am. Thank you. How are you?
I am good, thank you, बेटा.
I am.
You may begin, Shalini. Thank you for doing this.
Okay. Good evening, Lakshmi. How are you?
I am fine, ma'am. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Which standard or where or what level of studying and class or college you are?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, my name is Lakshmi. I am from Delhi, and I live in Jaipur. My school name is Bal Vishali Vinayaka Public School.
Okay.
I am reading 8th class.
Oh, wow. Okay, 8th class. That's nice. Okay.
Actually,
Okay.
Sunena was teaching Lakshmi. Sunena was teaching you, right, Lakshmi, one-on-one?
Yes, ma'am.
So Sunena got busy, and then we thought that she's already ready to join the class. So
Okay. I'm just going to share my screen, Lakshmi, and then we can start the lesson. Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So today we're going to learn about telling time. Do you have any idea as to why it's important to know how to tell time?
Sorry, ma'am.
Do you know, can you tell me why do you think it's important to tell time? When you look at a watch and somebody asks you what the time is, why all do you think it's important? When do you use the skill of telling time?
Actually, ma'am, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, and somebody is telling you 6 o'clock. So how can you use a 6 o'clock? You basically need to know how to tell time so that if you know how to reach a place on time, on punctually. Yes, you understand that? Like your teacher has said that school starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, Lakshmi. So you should not reach at 10 o'clock. You have to reach at 8. So it's important to know how to look at the clock face and know how to tell time, right? Also, you have to understand what time, supposing you're going somewhere and the train is leaving at 4 o'clock and you can't reach at 6 o'clock or you can't reach at 2 o'clock. You should reach in time for the train. Then another reason is that you have to be able to explain. Supposing mummy tells you, okay, Lakshmi, I'm going out. Can you please see that the rice is cooking for 10 minutes and then shut the gas? So you need to see, okay, 10 minutes. If it's 5 o'clock, it'll become 5:10. And I know how to look at the time and to tell the time and then shut the gas. These are different ways in which you use the way to tell time. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This is now the clock face, yes? So do you know how to read the time on the clock? Can you tell me? A, the first block, it's given the example, okay? So what time is it? Is it 1 o'clock? Is it 3 minutes? Is it 3 minutes past 1? Or is it 1:15, which can also be a quarter past 1? 1:15. See, the clock face is, we have to divide into 4 parts. So each part is a quarter. You understand that or no? You
Yes,
have to be telling me. Okay? So it's a quarter. So if the hand is on 3, on 6, or on 9, so then it's quarter, half, or again quarter. Okay? So if it's the first one, A, that's why it 1:15 can also be a quarter past 1. Yeah, can you please do B for me?
Yes, ma'am.
What time is it? Is it a quarter to 12 or is it 9 o'clock? You have to see where is the small hand and where is the big hand. Where is the small hand pointing?
9.
Okay, so if his small hand is pointing at 9 and the big hand is pointing at 12, then it is 9 o'clock. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you do C for me? What time is it?
9 o'clock.
No, C. C. C for cat.
तीसरा वाला.
C.
3:45.
3:45. Very good. Okay. D.
10:30.
Okay. E.
2:20.
Very good. And F.
2:35.
Very good. So rest, if you want, you can take a screenshot and you can do at home as homework. Okay, as more practice. Or does Nisha has joined just now? Rachna, does she want to take a turn?
Nisha, you want to take time? Tell time. कौन सा वाला चाहिए? कौन सा चल रहा है? D.
The next page ka A.
Next page A.
Matlab
Nisha,
this next block. Same slide.
can you unmute yourself? Right? Yeah.
12:25.
12:25. Okay. B. The small one is
3:50.
3:50. Okay. C.
12 o'clock, ma'am.
Okay, just 1 second. Okay, now 12 o'clock. Now this is also an interesting part of the 12 o'clock. Now, if it can be, 2 names can be given, right, to 12 o'clock. What are the 2 names, Nisha and Lakshmi? How will you differentiate whether it is 12 o'clock? You don't say it's 12 o'clock only. You have to tell me 12 o'clock. If you have to tell me to meet you somewhere, you don't say it's 12 o'clock only. Now you have to tell me, okay, whether it's in the morning or at night. So how will you differentiate then? Whether it's morning or night?
Actually, ma'am, in night, I'll tell after 12.
No, then at night, then at the night wala 12, you say, I want to meet you at 12 midnight. Okay, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and if it's the afternoon wala 12, then you say 12 noon. You know, for the afternoon, so short form becomes 12 noon.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Understood now?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
if it's the night wala 12, you say midnight because it's, you know, half the night is over, you say midnight. And in the afternoon wala 12, you say 12 noon. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Nisha, fine? Nisha? You'll have to unmute yourself because I can't hear. So if you have a question, just let me know. I'm going to the next slide now. Okay, so now this is also that you want to do this as practice. You want to take a screenshot and do this as practice?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, you do that. Okay, then 1 second. Now, the 12-hour clock versus the 24-hour clock. Now, what is the 12-hour clock? 12-hour clock is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? That is the normal clock.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, the 24-hour clock is that first 12-hour ka rotation when it's over and it becomes 12 noon. Okay? Then 1 o'clock won't be there. You will say 13 o'clock. 13 hours, 1300 hours, like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, then it becomes 13, 14, 15, like that. You understood
Yes,
that?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Why do we need both the times? See, the 24-hour clock is mostly used in the army, navy, etc. You know, the army says, okay, we are reporting now at 1400 hours, like that. They don't say we are going to meet at 2 o'clock. Understood that? Okay.
Nisha is
Hello?
having some issues. She wrote on YouTube that she's having some issues. So it's
Who,
okay.
Nisha?
Ah.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Hi, Nisha.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi. Did you catch any bit of the previous thing, or should I repeat it about the 12-hour clock versus the 24-hour clock?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So yes, I was telling you why we need both, because the 24-hour clock is a more formal way of telling time, and that's why it's used more in the Army, Navy, not for casual talk, but it is more formal, more precise. You can't say, okay, oh, I told you to meet me at 2 o'clock, but sir, I did not know whether it was afternoon or at night. So this way it leaves no room for misunderstanding. Okay? And this is just for fun facts or whatever. When you see the time in a digital, there is the colon is there, the two dots in the middle. Do you see that? The time 12.05
Yes, ma'am.
will be there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that, why? Because to distinguish between date and time. Because supposing the month is, or the date, like what is the date today? 11, and then the month is 04. Okay? So if the time can also be 11:04, right? But if the two colons are there, then you know that the surface is showing you the date ke bajaye, it's showing you the time if the colon is there. On a computer surface or anywhere, when you see on your laptop, if you see anywhere where they are showing you time, it will be like just now, it will show you 6:13 p.m. So it's not telling you 6 is the month and 13 is the date or something like that, or it's if the date, today's date is 11 and time is 4, it's not giving you that. So the dots basically are the way that distinguishes between that the fact that the numbers on your screen, whether it's the date or the time. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next one. Okay, so this is basically the 12-hour and the 24-hour clock. Can you give me a few? Here, the examples are there, and if we can do 2-3 of the times, and you can convert it from 12 to 24. The examples are there, like Lakshmi, you will do the first one, or Nisha, you do the first one, whichever one you want. 4:25 a.m. will be what time? So basically the trick is that all the AM stays the same. It's in the PM that the 24-hour clock actually comes into play, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You understood that, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So when it's 4:25, it will continue to be 0425. Okay? But when it's 4:25 p.m., what will it be?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes. I'm saying when it's 4:25 p.m., what will the hour, how will you write it when you're writing it in 24-hour clock format? Then you will write it as, supposing I'm giving you example, 4:25 p.m. will be 16:25, because 4 becomes 16, na? 12, 13,
Yes.
14, 15, 16.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that? So
Yes,
now
ma'am.
can you tell me what 9:20 p.m. will be? Nisha?
Yes, ma'am.
What will 9:20 p.m. be?
21,
21:20. Very good. Thank you. Okay, back to you, Lakshmi. 2:55 p.m. What will 2 o'clock be? 2 o'clock is 14.
Ma'am, 2 o'clock,
Yes, will be what?
14 o'clock.
14:55. उधर ना तीसरा वाला जो है will be 14:55.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What will 11:35 be, Nisha?
ma'am, 11:35 p.m.
Yes, will be what?
23:35 p.m.
Sorry, you cut off for a minute.
23:35 p.m.
Very good. Thank you so much. Okay, last one we'll do. Lakshmi, you'll do last one. 1:07.
Sorry, ma'am.
1:07 p.m. is what in the 24-hour clock? Yes.
13:35, I think.
No, Baba. 13:07, no?
13. Yes, ma'am. 13:07.
Very good. Okay, so you've understood this? If you want
Yes.
to take, okay, if you want to take any the shot for more practice, just take it. Then I'll go to the next slide. Let me know. I'll go. Next slide.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Baba. Okay. Here. So AM versus PM. Now AM is always the morning time. Yeah. And PM is the afternoon time. And why it is, this is the full form of it. If you want to know, this is just for fun facts. It's not for normal spoken English, but this is just for you to understand why the name came about of AM and PM.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Baba, I'm going to the next one. Okay, now time zones. Now, why do you think that there are so many time zones in the world? Like you say, supposing right now it is evening time here, okay? What is the time then? I'll just tell you in, if New Delhi right now is 6:18, New York is 8:48 a.m., Singapore is 8:48 p.m., London is 1:48 p.m. and Sydney in Australia is 10:48 p.m. So it's all different time zones. Why do you think we have different time zones? Anybody can tell me?
I think, ma'am, for Earth rotation.
Yes, very good. Bolo. So the sun comes.
So the sun comes Earth's one side.
Yes, very nice. Tell me, explain it to me nicely.
And
So
the moon comes Earth's next side.
So the side which is facing the sun gets light, so it's daytime there, and the side which is in the shadow is dark, so it's night time. That's why
Yes.
we have different times in the around the world, and these are the different time zones. We have so many different time zones in our country, in our world, sorry. Not country. Country mein to we only have one Indian Standard Time.
Yes, ma'am.
So these are the different ones that we have. Okay? And also there is daylight saving, which happens twice a year. That time when it becomes like winter timings and all that, that is just a way of convenience. Basically what happens is that the winter is coming, so the days get shorter and the nights get longer. So just so that we can get more daylight time or whatever, then the hours become different. So the different time difference between India and America, basically it is for daylight saving, and UK, the countries which get a full winter, over there, then it becomes like 10.5 hours, the time difference. Now, as we are approaching summer and the days get longer, the time difference is 9.5 hours. So that is what daylight saving is about. Okay? It's just GK, it's not for the, it's for conversational purposes only. It's nobody is taking test about this. Okay. And this is what we were talking about. What do you think? Can you tell me about what activities you would do at these times of the day? You can just pick any time and tell me that 6:30 a.m. I would still be sleeping. But you may be doing something else. You may be going for a jog. So then I want to know what you are doing at these times of day.
Hello?
Yeah, Nisha, bolo.
Ma'am, not at 6:30, but I go for running at 5:30 and came back to home at 6. At
You
6:30
and you
a.m.
come back home at 6:30. Very good. And then give me more examples of what activities you do at different times.
And then 9 a.m. I set my alarm to dress up. I
set
have
my alarm for 9 a.m. to get
I
ready.
set my
Yes, I set my alarm for 9 a.m.
I set my alarm for 9 a.m.
Yes.
to get ready to go college.
To go to college?
To go to college.
Very good. And then 1 o'clock, what time do you come back from college?
Ma'am, I came back from college at 2 p.m.
I come back.
I come back
from
to
college at 2 p.m. So you have lunch after you come back from college, or you have lunch in college with your friends?
Ma'am, before 9 a.m.
No, lunch. Lunch is what you have in the afternoon. Before 9 a.m., what you have will be your breakfast.
I don't do lunch.
You don't have lunch in the afternoon? Okay.
No, ma'am.
Oh my God, you're starting to diet now.
At
Okay.
6:30 p.m. I eat something like biscuits, or I do dinner directly. I don't do lunch.
Okay. Okay, so basically you come back at 2.
Before 9 a.m. I just do breakfast, then go to college, then came back from college.
Come back.
Come back.
Come back.
I don't do lunch.
And it's not I took breakfast, I had my breakfast.
Okay, ma'am, I had my breakfast.
Bolo. Tell me, Nisha, so 6:30 you have biscuits, and then what time do you have dinner?
No, ma'am, biscuits or dinner. Biscuits or dinner.
Oh my God, Rachna.
मैम जो लंच में बनाए वही डिनर में खा लेते हैं।
क्या मैंने क्या किया?
मैम जो लंच में बना होता है, जो एक दो बजे जो बना होता है वही हम खा लेते हैं।
हाँ, तो वो लंच हो जाता है ना फिर, मतलब
पर वो 6:30 बजे लंच खा रहे हैं, तुम ये कहना चाहती हो? हाँ?
Yes,
Are you saying that?
Yes, ma'am.
This is what I'm saying, that look at it. She has something in the morning, then she has at 6:30 and that's it.
No, but she's saying, now she's saying that she's actually eating. तो तुम खा रहे हो. लंच भले लंच टाइम में बना हो, पर खाना वो तुम खा रही हो डिनर पे. वो डिनर ही हुआ. चाहे वो कब बना है दिन में, doesn't matter.
वो तो पिछले दिन का भी बना होता है और हम लोग लेफ्ट ओवर खाते हैं, फिर लंच या ब्रेकफास्ट हो जाता है. So that is not the point. You need to eat properly. Baba, you can't do like this. You need the energy. You are a college student and you have so much in life to do and studying. And what subject are you studying in college?
Ma'am, BCom computer application.
Okay, nice. And Lakshmi, what are you doing at 6 in the morning? 6:30 do you get up? What time do you go to school?
Actually, ma'am, I am ready for my school. Because, ma'am, my school at 7 a.m.
Your school starts at 7 a.m.?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, is your school far from your house?
Yes, ma'am. Is my school near of my house?
Your school near to your house?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, your school is near, so you go walking?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then what time do you come back from school?
1:30, ma'am.
Okay, and then you have lunch?
Actually, ma'am, my lunch time is 2:30.
Okay, so you have lunch at 2:30, doesn't matter. So you take a tiffin for the morning to school on your water bottle?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. And then what do you do? When do you study and your homework and all?
Actually, ma'am, after the lunch.
After lunch?
After the lunch.
After lunch?
After lunch,
Hanji.
I'm going to my study room and
I go to my study room.
I go to my study room and do first my school homework,
Okay.
and then I'll pack my bag.
For the next day?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then do you help mummy with the work at home or do anything? What else? Do you go to play?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I'll help my mother for work.
Okay, that's good. And how do you help? You don't help your mother for work. You help your mother just in the kitchen or whatever work, with whatever work she has. Okay? You don't help her for work. You help her with her work. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. And what work do you do? Can you cook?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you make? What's your best thing to make?
Actually, ma'am, that's my daily routine that I'll make in night time.
Yeah.
5
You first tell me and then I'll correct it. You bindas, you tell me what you want to say.
5 rotis.
You make all the rotis, you make it. It's your duty to make all the rotis at home.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. And are they round or are they the shape of the map of India? You make nice round rotis?
Yes, ma'am.
Very
Sometimes it look like chapati. It's very hard.
Oh, okay. Doesn't matter, but you're learning and you're trying. That's very
Yes, ma'am.
good that you're helping mama in any way that you can. Okay, there's someone else, Rachna, who's just joined.
Yeah, just 1 second. Let me see. Real me. I have no clue who's real me. Is real me जिसने मुझे अभी लिखा था कि connect नहीं हो रहे. Doesn't matter. Whoever raises their hand, let them ask. Vani was trying to reach, so maybe it's Vani. I don't know.
Okay, but
Vani, is that you? Real me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. ठीक है, so that's Vani.
Okay, but I'm pretty much at the end of my because I've just ran through with the Nisha and Lakshmi. So, Vani, is there something that you heard, or is there something that you want me to go through? I don't know. Did you catch any of the lesson? Vani?
Yes, ma'am.
Hanji, did you catch any of the lesson, or have you just about managed to join?
No, ma'am. I just about managed to join.
Acha ji. So do you want me to just do, Rachna, what do you want me to do?
Just tell her, na, because we still have 15 minutes more.
No, I have enough time. I'm just saying, what should I do? A run through of the lesson?
Basically, just a gist ki how we call the, क्या बोलते हैं, अभी जो 24 hours का clock जो होता है, सिर्फ उसमें आपको थोड़ा उसको ये करना है. I think the rest is the same thing we do always. Okay, so Vani, basically what we were talking about was also how the difference between a 12-hour clock and the 24-hour clock. Basically, when the first, the hands of the clock go around the clock twice in a day, 12 and 12, right? Hello? Vani?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so basically when the first rotation of 12 is over, then the next rotation of 12 in a 24-hour clock becomes, the number 1 becomes 13. Then 14, 15, 16, like that. So that becomes a 24-hour clock. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so why, and we were just explaining as to why we need a 24-hour clock, because it's used to be more precise in telling time. Instead of telling somebody just that I'm going someplace or meet me someplace at 2 o'clock, you tell in a more formal way that I'm going to meet you at so-and-so place at 1400 hours. So there is no room for misunderstanding that did you mean 2 o'clock at night or 2 o'clock in the morning? Okay, afternoon. So that's why and in the army and navy and even the medical fields, they use the 24-hour clock. Okay. And this is what I had said about the 24-hour clock, that the first rotation remains the same. So when it's 4:25 a.m. in the 24-hour clock, it will be 04:25 hours. Okay? But when it's 4:25 p.m., it will be 16:25 hours. Is that understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so can you want to try one or two? You want to do the 6:13? Niche at the bottom of that column, there is 6:13 p.m. Do you want to just try that to make sure that you've understood what the 24-hour clock is about? So what will 6 be? Count the clock faces is there on the side. So you can see 12, then you can do 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So what will 6 be?
Ma'am, can I answer?
Baba, 1 minute. We're just trying to get Vani to this thing. Otherwise, I'll bring it back to you. Just 1 sec. Vani?
Okay, ma'am.
No, ma'am, I am not understand.
You've not understood it? Okay. Okay. So have you seen the clock faces in front of you now? Is it on the side of the document? So 12 is 12. Okay. In the first thing. So first morning time mein, to when it becomes 12 noon will happen na, 12 afternoon 12 baje jaise dopahr ke. Okay.
Yes,
Then
ma'am.
uske baad after that you say that it's 1 o'clock na in the afternoon. So instead of saying 1 o'clock in the afternoon, which is 1 p.m., it will become 1300 hours. Because after 12, it will become 13.
Yes, ma'am.
Then 2 o'clock will be 14. 3 o'clock will be 15. 4 o'clock will be 16. 5 o'clock will be 17. 6 o'clock will be 1800 hours. Okay? So this is for the evening rotation of the clock. So 6:13 a.m. will remain 06:13. But 6:13 p.m. because at one rotation of 12 has happened and now it's the 12 ke baad jo numbers aa rahe hain, so it will become 1813 hours. Because 6, it doesn't remain 6 when it's p.m., it becomes 1800 hours.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, can you want to do the upper wala? There's one, supposing 2:55 p.m. will be what for you in the 24-hour clock? 2 o'clock will be what? See?
14:55.
Very good, very good. And what will the next earlier one be? 9:20?
Ma'am, 9:20 is 9:20.
No, 9:20 a.m. will be 9:20, but 9:20 p.m. Ab dekho na, you did 6 is 18. So 7 will be 19, 8 will be 20, 9 will be 21.
21:20.
Yes. Have you understood how the 24-hour clock works, Vani?
Yes, ma'am.
Pakka na? You want to do another example?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Pick up any of the times and do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Dekho aapko whichever time you want. You want to do 11:35 p.m.?
$23.35.
Very good. You understood now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Okay, so the AM, PM I was explaining ki AM we say for morning times na, and PM we say for evening times. Okay? So the morning times, this is why the names came about. These are what the full form of AM and PM is. It's just a fun fact. It's nothing that nobody is going to ever ask you. Everybody just uses AM, PM, but this is why. Then the other things we were discussing was, and Lakshmi explained it very well as to why we have time zones. Do you know why we have different time zones?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Lakshmi, you'll explain it please to Vani.
Yes, ma'am.
Explain, we're all listening. You explained it very well. Come.
the earth is rotating. All time the earth is rotating, and the sunlight is on the earth one side, and the next side of the earth, the moon side. So the moon side is the dark of the night, and the light side is the sun.
Basically, yes.
Actually, ma'am, can you explain, please? I can't.
No, it's very good. You need to also, you're explaining it very well, and I'm very impressed that you knew. Very good, Baba. Okay, so what Lakshmi is also saying, that as the earth rotates, there are some parts on which the rays, direct rays of the sun come, and those areas and those parts of the globe have got day, and the parts which are in the shadow at the back have got night. So that's why you will see that when it's daytime in India, it's nighttime in America. Right, Vani? So
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
why we have different time zones. Okay. And these are the different time zones that we have on our globe. We have the Greenwich Mean Time, and which is, this is the time which runs from north to, and that's used as the center time. So everything east or west of it is then Eastern Standard Time, Pacific Standard Time, Central European. So that's why, like I was telling them, that right now it may be 6:38 in Delhi, but in New York it's 9:08 a.m. It's absolute day and night ka time. Singapore, though, is 9:08 p.m. London, it's afternoon, it's 2:08 p.m. So it is just because of the rotation of the whole globe and the way and where the sun's rays are falling at that particular time, we have day or night, and that's why we have different times. It can't be that your nighttime in that part of the world, but we can't say it's still afternoon for us, and we can't give it an afternoon time. So that's why this time zones came about. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And here, and this is when you came in. I was basically discussing with with Lakshmi and with Nisha, what the different activities they do at these different times. So you want to also pick a time and tell me what you do at that time? What do you do at 6:30? What do you do at 9? And it may not be 6:30, that you may be getting up at 6:30. Nisha goes for a jog at 5:30, but she's home by 6:30. Lakshmi is ready by 6:30 because her school starts at 7. So you can tell me whatever is in your schedule, daily schedule. Vani, come on, don't feel shy. All of us are here to learn. Tell me, talk to me.
Yes, ma'am. I can't listen to you. Please speak again.
I said, what activities do you do at different times? Can you pick a time and tell me what activity you do? Whether it's getting up, having lunch, going to school.
Yes, ma'am. I woke up in 6:30, and
you wake up at 6:30, okay?
Yes, ma'am. And I have lunch in 9 a.m.
You have lunch at 9 a.m. or you have breakfast at 9 a.m.?
Sorry, ma'am. I have breakfast at 9 a.m.
Okay.
And then I am study, and 1 p.m. I have lunch, and 4:30 I have 4:30 I have a class, and
okay.
6:30 I am watching TV and other games, and 8 p.m. I have dinner time, and 9:30 I will study, and night I always study, and then 12 o'clock I am sleep down.
Okay. So 12 o'clock, when you say, you can say I go to sleep at midnight. 12 o'clock is also midnight. Same as afternoon 12 o'clock, you can say at noon. ठीक है? Afternoon का 12 o'clock is noon. रात का 12 o'clock is midnight. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So anything else you want to understand, you want to ask, please, all three of you, please ask me, because we're pretty much done. We just had a quick run through because Rachna was sharing that the board exams are on, so not everybody has. All of you have exams now coming up, or you finished? Nisha? Lakshmi?
Yes, ma'am.
You have exams now?
No, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, my exam is end.
Your exams have finished or they've ended? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you've gone to the new class now only?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, congratulations. So you passed and you've done well. That's very good.
Thank you, ma'am.
And so you have just gone to the 8th?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Okay. That's very good. Yeah, Lakshmi. I mean, I'm very impressed that you knew about everything right now. Very good, Baba. Keep learning.
Actually, ma'am, everybody tell me that you are so small for this class.
No, nobody's small or big. I'm very happy. Everybody just needs to want to learn. That's so good that you want to learn. It makes me also feel happy that I want to teach somebody who wants to learn. It's very
Yes,
good.
ma'am.
So that's what. Rachna,
एक
anybody
minute.
else has
Nisha,
any
I have
question?
not muted you. You all have an ability to unmute. मैंने रखा है आपको. Maybe you're mistaken.
Nisha?
निशा बोल रही अनम्यूट नहीं हो रहा, तो she sent me a text. Yeah.
No, I'm asking her if anything she needs to ask or Vani needs to ask. Please, any doubts you have, anything you want to ask about any other topic also?
Is this the end of the presentation?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
pretty much done with this.
ठीक है. Any questions regarding time, children? कुछ और पूछना है?
No, ma'am. Ma'am, but I have a question for you.
Yeah.
For me? Okay, उसके बाद जब शालिनी मैम जाएगी तब, ठीक है?
Okay, ma'am.
मेरा काउंसलिंग का बाद में करेंगे, पहले ये खत्म करो. Any questions और बच्चे? नहीं तो thank you बोलो शालिनी मैम को.
Not at all, pleasure. Anything else? Nisha wanted to unmute and say something.
Sunny, I've told her to unmute, but she's not being able to unmute. She
She can
joined with
maybe
another
text you.
thing. I think now she tried to join with another computer or something. There are two Nishas here. अभी भी नहीं हो रहा क्या निशा? तुम्हारे गैजेट में इशू होगा क्योंकि बाकी सब लोग कैसे अनम्यूट कर पा रहे?
Hello?
हाँ, अभी सुनाई दे रहा है क्या?
Yeah, Nisha, tell me.
Yes, ma'am.
No, I'm saying, is there anything that I can help you with? Any doubt clearing, anything?
No, ma'am. Everything is
Okay.
clear.
So please just practice your 24-hour clock. That's the only thing. And otherwise, and also to speak about the different activities that you do throughout the day. That is basically it. Yeah. And any questions, anything, just send it to Rachna ma'am and she can send it on to me.
Okay. Thank you so
Okay.
much for doing this, Shalini.
Not
Appreciate
at
it.
all. Yeah, not at all.
Thank
I'm
you.
just going to stop share. Okay. So I'll see you later then.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. See you. Good luck, everybody.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Just give me 1 second. I'll reply to you. Who wanted to speak to me? Vani, right? Just give me 1 second. I need to end this stream first. Hi, Yuvraj. I'll tell you. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm restarting this stream. I don't want to